Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Just another brief update. This is trade number 2 uh, for day 11. Okay, so this is day 11, trade number 2. Just a brief update on the previous trade. Where we left off was that we had a runner. Well, first of all, we pulled half of our positions off of the table and we left the other half to run. And that other half eventually came back down and hit the stop profit, and gave us an additional 60 some odd dollars or so. But shortly thereafter, as you can see here, I jumped back in with two more buy positions. But this time around, guys, I didn't go crazy. Each one of those positions are at $1.15 lots, okay, which is fairly reasonable, especially for the account size. This would be an example of what you guys would, use as your lot size for a balance of this size, okay. But why did I do it? Judging that I have, close to 11k in the account, to be exact, 10,760 bucks. I wanted to see if I could just leverage the goodwill, so to speak, that I have so far. I wanted to leverage the profits that I have. In other words, I don't want to lose any of well, I guess the best way to say it is I don't want to lose any ground. Okay, so I already have 10,000 plus in the account. I want to stay at 10,000 plus or better, if I can help it. So in this particular scenario right here, I just wanted to risk a little bit of the profits that I have made. Okay, I wanted to risk a little bit of the profits. I don't want to lose everything. I want it to be, if anything happens and I lose this trade, I'm not actually going to be less than what I started the week with. Okay, so just basically trying to play it safe. Some of you all out there might be thinking maybe I'm playing it too safe, but I'm just trying to take advantage because I've already secured close to 600 for the day. If I lost 200 or 300 of that amount, or half of it, it still won't be as bad. I can still live with a $300 plus profit day. That's still fine. Okay, so if I'm risking half of it, which is roughly what I'm doing, because as you can see, as opposed to the last entry that I went into, the stop loss here is even tighter. Okay, which will kind of give you an idea of how I'm playing this particular trade. The stop loss is tighter. The stop loss is like 20 pips. Okay, and look at where my take profit is. My take profit is nearly 2.5 that distance is at 55. Okay, so this is almost a 3-to-1 trade. Okay, this is almost a 3-to-1 trade. 3-to-1 trade. There's a 55 pip, excuse me, take profit, and a 20 pip stop loss. Okay, so clearly 3-to-1, which is good. Okay, and you can afford to take this type of chance if you are taking this type of chance on the back of a good profitable trade. Okay, so I'm taking advantage and leveraging the profits that I just made, which is almost 600 in total. It's like 579 and some change, but just call it what it is. It's like roughly 6. Okay, so I'm leveraging those profits rather, that I made, and I'm just risking a portion of that, roughly half, okay, to make this play right here. Now if this works out and hits the take profit, we are looking at an additional 460 times 2, whatever that amount is. Just call it roughly another $1,000 will be added to the account. Okay, roughly, if it hits take profit, which it actually has. There's actually a high probability that it will. And why am I saying that? It's because price went back and hit the stop profit, right? But it's still bouncing around this trend line right here. I mean, it still looks like price is really respecting this trend line. Okay, so I mean, that's the reason why I got in for 2 more buy positions. Okay, but because I knew what I wanted my risk profile to be, I knew how much I wanted to risk, that I just wanted to risk a portion of the actual profits that I had made so far. I knew that I had to adjust my lot size and I had to manage that. Guys, what you guys are seeing is basically money management 101. Okay, in future videos, I'm going to go back, and kind of go more into depth about how we accomplish this. Okay, as we're trying to accomplish our goals, as far as balance goals on the account, how you can manage and how you can leverage profits that you have made, okay, to still come out of the day ahead in case things don't go your way, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing right now is exhibit A of that process. Okay, essentially, I started off on a good stride, and I'm just going to leverage some of that profit to see if I can make more profits. Now, if I lose some amount, I'm still going to be up for the day, and that's the point. Okay. Okay, so, well, anyway, I've beat that I've beat that whole thing down. I've beat that horse to death. So guys, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to come back in probably sometime later on in the New York session to give you an update on this. All the same rules apply. If I'm still in the trade in the next 2 or 3 hours or so and it's still hovering around, right now there's a small profit on it. If it's still hovering around this price, or if it's in drawdown, I'm going to have to make a decision one way or the other. Okay, but until then, I'll keep you guys posted. All right, take care. Okay, guys, just a brief update on what's going on so far. It looks like the hot streak is continuing. Trade 2 is shaping up pretty nicely, and this is where I have to now, I'm probably going to add this to the rule set as well, which is whenever you see price approaching the limits of previous structure, you want to consider taking something off the table. And as you can see right now, price is approaching the previous high of the day that was set sometime during the pre-London time period, or actually during the London session. This is the London session right here. That's going into the London session. This is officially the London session. So this high was set during the London session, and now in the New York session, it looks like that price is being approached again. So at the very minimum, what I need to do is at least take off half of these trades. Now, a good thing is that it's not going to be hard to do, because each one of these lots are $1.15 a piece. So all I need to do is just close out one, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, so I've closed that one for like roughly 350. It looks like the other one is surging. The other one is surging towards take profit. It might very well hit the take profit, but just in case it doesn't, I mean, stop loss has moved into stop profit for like 1.6 pips. So this trade is essentially free. Okay, I can't lose any money with this trade, and I've already gained 350 some odd dollars from closing half the position. So I just wanted to, just chime in and throw that update in with trade 2. Guys, after this, trade, no matter what happens, if it comes all the way back down and hits my stop profit again, or if it hits, the TP, that's it for me. I mean, with this trade, I've pretty much, made a $1,000 day, which is more than enough. Okay, a $1,000 day is awesome. Okay, especially when you consider that not very many people, unless you work on Wall Street or something like that, or you're one of these Fortune 500 CEOs, you're not seeing $1,000 a day. So that's a good day. If you can say you had $1,000 or you made $1,000 in a day, you had a pretty damn good day. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to kind of chime in with that update. And as you guys can see, it looks like we're going to see a new high of the day in the New York session. As a matter of fact, it just happened. Okay, price has just surpassed London's high. It looks like it wants to retrace a little bit, but I think it's going to keep going, and I think this is going to hit TP. And when it hits TP, that's going to be an additional $465, 460 some odd dollars that will be added to the already 350 something dollars that was closed earlier. So So far, overall, day 11 is shaping up to be one of the better days that we've had throughout the course of this trading challenge. I'll keep you guys updated either way of how things go. And till then, I wish you all the best. Bullish, 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 bullish trading profits all week. Until next time, take care. Okay, guys, before I forget, I wanted to show you guys something else. Okay, when it comes to trading the markets and you find yourself in a favorable position, like we see here, I mean, this is just oh so favorable. And when you find yourself in such a position, you want to basically maximize your profits. You want to take full advantage. Right now, what you can see is that stop profit has been moved even deeper into profits. I mean, right now, the worst case scenario, price comes all the way down, hits the stop profit, which is right here. By the way, this is the 15-minute chart. Okay. If it comes and it hits the stop profit, which is right here, we're still going to add another $200 to the balance. Okay, so it's going to be like 11,300, which will definitely put us above a $1,000 day comfortably. Okay, so right now essentially this is a free trade, and this is a free trade that in the worst case scenario is still going to make us money. But being that price is bouncing around right here, and it could decide it wants to reverse from this point, because after all, you see that there are some wicks right here that symbolize the high, and this could very well be resistance. Okay, price could very well be in a resistance zone, and it could very well decide that it wants to reverse at this point. After all, if you take a look at the RSI, and we can see it clearly on the 1-hour chart, you take a look at the RSI is at the top again. Okay, the buyers seem exhausted again, so price could definitely decide to start reversing from this point. It wouldn't surprise me. Okay, so be that as it may, or actually no, not be that as it may, being that that could be a possibility. Okay, being that that could be a possibility, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and maximize more of the profits. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to move the stop profit even deeper into profits. Okay, so I'm going to move it down, not all the way up. I still want to give price a little room to maneuver. Okay, but I moved it up to the point now where if stop profit gets hit, that's going to be roughly $245. Actually, you know what, let me make it an even 250. Let's see, what does that say? Okay, yeah, 252. Okay, so if price gets hit, if the stop profit gets hit, that's going to be an additional 252 added on to the already existing account balance. Okay, which still puts us comfortably above 1,000 for the day, and it's still a very good start to the week. Okay, very good start to the week, considering we did not trade on Sunday and we did not trade on Monday. This is a very strong start to the week, and we're gonna hope to keep this going. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. I mean, you've seen the 1 hour, okay, and you've also seen the 15-minute. Okay, I like to look at higher time frames as well as lower time frames when I'm trying to get a clear view of the market, but you also want to look at the trading view as well, to get the complete picture. Yeah, and switching over to trading view, you can see that, I mean, this is even looking clearer than a bell right now. I mean, look at that trend line. That trend line, I mean, it was just respected. Okay, you saw that even when price pulled back, okay, when there was a strong pullback here, you had two back-to-back bearish candles. It came right here to the trend line and basically did an about face. Okay, and then there was a second test of a bullish candle, and it still stopped at the trend line. So right now, I mean, if I can call this, I could basically call this with my eyes closed. It is clear as day that price is respecting this trend line. Okay, so whenever price gets around to this area right here where it's tapping the trend line, I am definitely alert and waiting to see what happens. Okay, if price closes above the trend line, I'm going in for another buy. Okay, I'm going to have to go in for another buy, even though yes, I did say that I have, I've stopped trading for day 11. The only thing that would make me come back into the market is if price, okay, throughout the course of the New York session decides it wants to hit this trend line once again. Okay, if it happens to hit it, if it makes it to the Asian session, that's it. That deal is done, because the Asian session represents a new day in the market and anything can happen. Okay, it's starting a brand new day once you enter the Asian session. So this would not apply in the Asian session. But if price descends and hits this trend line again while in the New York session, I'm going to have to go back in and maximize, because I mean, it's almost a sure thing at this point. We can see that price has been respecting this trend line. I mean, going back as far as Sunday's open. Okay, this right here represents Sunday's open, and from Sunday's open, the trend has been respected up until now. Okay, so for the past 2 days. Okay, so yes, if price, if price hits this trend line and bounces off of it, I'm coming back in, and I'm coming back in guns blazing. But that deal is only good for the New York session. All right, so let's go back to the MetaTrader 4. Yeah, so back to the MetaTrader 4, we see that price is still hovering around, trying to decide whether it wants to hit TP or if it wants to reverse and start heading back into the resistance zone. In any case, the absolute least that we can make out of this trade is going to be $250 plus. The most that we can make is about $465. Either way, we're good. Either way, we're over plus 1,000 for the day, which is good. So altogether, guys, I mean, I can't stress this enough. Patience is key. Patience is key. Okay, you wait for the setups. You wait for the setups to show. Okay, you wait for the market to show its hand, and then you act, and not a moment sooner. Okay, so this right here was an example. This is exhibit A of finding a quality setup that was developing in the market, seeing that the market was respecting the trend, and going in and trading once price came and tested the trend. Okay, that was a quality trade to take, and we executed that trade almost perfectly, and we got rewarded for executing a quality setup. Okay, and it looks like price is getting ready to hit this TP any moment now, which would just put an icing on the cake for this trading day. I mean, wow. I can pretty much just relax, unless of course, like I said earlier, somehow miraculously price decides it wants to descend and test this trend line once again. If it does that in the New York session, then I guess we're not done eating for today. But right now, as far as I'm concerned, once this take profit is hit, I'm done for the day, unless of course that happens. Okay, and guys, it looks like it's going to happen. It's already, yeah, price is basically hovering around. As a matter of fact, you know what, I'm just gonna take it now. Okay, I'm gonna take it now. Yeah, I'm gonna take it now. I've already clicked it. Yeah, but price can do whatever it wants to do. Okay, yeah, it has checked me out to trade. So guys, this is perfect. Okay, this is what I call a perfect trading day. Okay, everything that we wanted to happen happened. The setups that we wanted to see happened, and we took advantage of those setups. That is the way it should be. Okay, that is the way you should endeavor to be in the market after day after day. Now, is that going to happen every day? Of course not. Okay, but we have to strive. We have to strive to be more disciplined traders. Okay, we have to strive to be more disciplined traders. If the setups do not reveal themselves, we do not trade. Okay, and that is the hardest thing for traders to do, especially traders that are just starting out. Okay, the new traders, the average retail traders, it's very hard for them to say, look, you know what, I don't see anything I can trade, I'm just gonna pack it in for today. That's very hard for them to do. Okay, But when those quality setups show up, like what we've just seen, and we take advantage of it, there's no better feeling in the world. Okay. Anyway, guys, that does it for me. And that does it for the trading day, until I guess the London session, where we'll be looking to see if there's anything we can trade for day 12. But day 11, folks, that's pretty much in the books, as far as I'm concerned. Um, Guys, if you get any value from this, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so whenever I drop these videos, you can get the alerts. And as always, guys, I wish you all the best trading and a very bullish week. Until next time, take care.